Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever. This is the map Shoal, which is, I think it's the first time it's been in the ladder rotation. 20 by 20 map. Quite a few mexes. You see, starting this long, thin island. So these mexes are pretty far away. Bit of reclaim, not much now, to be honest, but there is well, not much in the main starting island, but there are some wrecks around. We have 4 destroyers. Also, for some reason, this map is very bad for frames. I'm not sure why. Maybe it just has a million decals or something. I guess something like that. Anyway, the players are Turin and Kefsil. This is Thomas. So I think we'll see probably a transport, first transport from the air factory. And yeah, you gotta get the destroyers, and these would be the main expansion, I would say, with the main contested expansions. You have 4 mexes and a hydrocarbon. Quite a few islands so to grab. So this map, I've watched a few games on it. I don't think I've cast one on it yet, but amphibious units are quite good. You can see there's a lot of beach. So I've seen a lot of Wagners on this map, but this time we have, well, we have Phobos and Aurora, and we have Blaze and Yenzine, so maybe we'll see them at some point. Thomas has gone for 9 P-gens, or rather a Hydro, which produces same as 5 P-gens and 4 2 power generators. First scout and then a transport. Actually, he's planning 2 transports, and quite quickly after one another. So will he have enough build power to put on both those transports? We'll see. Turin also gone for the 9 P-gen approach, and he stalled a little bit, and now he has his transport. He did not make a scout before the transport. So what's going on in FAF? Well, ladder arena, there's so many replays to watch, so go check out the replay vault for a lot of ladder action there. A lot. We have, well, King and Prince of Syrtis will be coming up. I think it's the 30th, I want to say. I'm not sure. The Masters Cup will be in April. That's $500 tournament hosted by Morax, and I think there's going to be an extra 150 maybe put in from the FAF donations. That's going to be a very interesting tournament. There's already a qualifier for that. I'm going to be playing with Turin. There's going to be some high-level teams. I think Petrick and Blackheart maybe have planned to play. I'm not sure. Farms will probably be playing with Congreve, I would guess. I think that's right. Nexus and Bloodier. A very strong pairing. So in this game, however, we have Turin. He's dropped 3 engineers to this expansion. He dropped, well, actually he hasn't dropped any of the, neither of them have dropped the destroyers yet, and that's probably just a lack of knowledge of the map, I would guess. Here's the second transport for Thomas, and he definitely does have enough build power. Actually, I think no. I thought maybe he delayed it a bit because I see more than 4 interceptors out, but that might just be because he has the second air factory already. So he's quite slow on his main mexes over here, his base mexes. Just gonna speed that up with a drop, and yeah, you can just see drops going everywhere now. Actually, Torin has also gone for 2 transports. You can see one here and one right here. This one's full. So we're gonna speed up because not much is happening, but not much interaction between the players. They're playing versus the game right now. You know, a lot of FAF is playing against the game because the economy is so important. Oh, Torin is coming over here to try and steal the destroyer wreck. You can see he definitely is aware of the wreck now because he has a manual reclaim order on it. Torin also dropping engineers in the ocean here. Maybe he's planning on building some navy there. Thomas loses his transport, but did get the drop away here. 2 engineers in middle. There's 4 mexes, not to be sniffed at. Here's Torin stealing this mass, but he hasn't taken one of his own. So Thomas actually has a reclaim order, or a drop order on Torin's Destro, so maybe he'll be able to get that back. That's a big swing though for Torin getting that mass. He was a bit behind in terms of score, but not anymore. This factory is going up. Torin is not taking this Destro, so it looks like Thomas is gonna steal it back, so no loss for him there. Torin ahead on power, which is a pretty big deal on a map with so many mexes. Oh, Thomas's eco management not quite as good, but actually he is already at T2 air quite quickly. 7.5 minutes he had T2 air there, and now we have the Zuis coming across the water. Have a decent naval proxy base, which was spotted very quickly by Thomas, and he's going to react with his own naval production. Has some in middle, building some with his commander. Now I'm pretty sure these mexes here and all this stuff here can be killed by frigates. So I imagine frigates will be pretty powerful on this map. I think a lot of things are killable by frigates. Zuis though, coming across the water, this should be killed. And there's no defenses here. See this right here, PD? Not going to help you very much at all. He's going to need units to stop this. He's going to need frigates would be nice. That would be ideal. But otherwise he's going to need some units on patrol on this island. We have some Aurora over here. Maybe they can be sent across to do some damage. This is pretty boring so far though. We have T2 air though for T2 air for Torin. He doesn't have T2 power yet. Does he? No, he doesn't. Made a gunship before the T2 engineer because he recognizes that this is quite bad for him. He's gonna have to drop that again. Get his transport ready if he hasn't lost his transports. Oh, here's one. 2 engineers dropped. Thomas immediately starts reclaiming. Is he on attack move? Oh, he's just on attack move. It's not even he didn't even spot that. So that's 1 versus 2 easy clutch for Thomas's engineer there. The Zuis coming across the map. How did this happen? An engineer's captured one and then been killed. That looks strange. And it looks like this over here could be in danger, and there's even a T2 mech here, so he needs to do something about these Zuis. Just a couple of them can do so much damage, and there's no I don't think there's radar here. Oh, there is. I missed it. Here it is. This factory, even if it wasn't Paul's, wouldn't be able to build anything because it was under fire. Very even so far. These Zui attacks though, look at, it was quite cheap to kill quite a lot of mexes. I mean, it's basically one factory. Oh, no, it's 2 factories. And more naval production going up. A lot of economy being worked on. Storage is going up because these mechs in the base are going to be a lot safer. It looks like that's a very bad airfight for Thomas. He's going to get absolutely annihilated. There's mostly inties, but also a few Swiftwinds in there, and even some mobile anti-air helping out. It's not going to help much in comparison to how much air there is there, but every little helps. Nice couple engineers here stealing 2 mexes and getting a PD up and anti-air. And let's see. Well, this gunship is doomed, so it's not attacking the anti-air. But a Zooey or 2 sent across here will take care of everything. Seems like a good fight for Torrent. He definitely has superior numbers. And he's taking out the frigates. Can he get on top of the production and kill that? Seems unlikely. When are we going to see T2 Navy? I think it's got to be almost close to that time, to be honest, because quite a few T2 mexes. We're almost at 100 mass income now. That should be plenty to support. The problem with this fight is it's right next to all this production. There's no way Torrent actually could... he didn't have enough production to... enough frigates to overtake this and kill it, and so it's going to be perfect for Thomas to just be able to take a lot or even all of this reclaim. Torrent's sending some engineers behind it to try and steal some, but I mean, it seems very unlikely he can take this. Also have some T1 subs in there, and those are going to be quite nice in this map. T1 subs really underrated, I think. Look at how much damage this one's done already. 328, 200. They are definitely more expensive than quite a bit more expensive than frigates, but definitely a nice unit. A lot of T2 air production for Torrent. Look at all these support factories. We have the HQ. We have 2 T2 air support factories. These poor Zooies getting wrecked now. I don't feel sorry for them at all. More air production over here as well. Actually, that's the support factory as well. Always like the Aeon animations. Seems like they're the only animations the animators gave a shit about, to be honest. They're about twice as long as everyone else's animations. Like if you watch the T2 static shield for the Aeon. Looks very cool, especially when it gets killed. Or the hydrocarbon when you finish that. Looks nice. Oh, a lot of gunships now, and this is going to be a pretty nice attack. If he can keep these gunships alive, he has the swift winds around it. I think he is going to be well able to keep these alive. No anti-airs coming out of these factories. That could help Thomas a lot, but as it is, he could probably lose everything, including the factories here. And maybe the odd... Oh, this was captured. Why kill it when you can capture it? Nice move. We have T2 Navy now from Thomas. Worth noting that he's had the middle for just about the entire game. One of the last things he dropped, but oh my god. Disgusting. That's why I don't feel sorry for Zooey's dying. But yeah, Thomas has had the middle for a long time. And that's quite a big deal for him. These gunships have done nicely. Oh, the T2 HQ is actually over here. I thought it would be at the main base. It seems strange to put it here. But I guess that works. It's not too out of the way or in a... I mean, if you put it over here, that would be obviously be very exposed, but... This seems fine. I was really going by the assistance he had on this one. I was thinking that was going to be the T2 Thomas going for the cruiser early on. I guess he's just very not confident of his air, but the cruiser is not going to be that effective in terms of defending versus air, to be honest, because I mean the map is so big. There's no way you're gonna. It's only going to be through the opponent's mistake that the cruiser gets significant kills. It's only going to be useful really for defending his navy versus torp bombers, and it's not going to do that when it's all on its own over there. And floating flak would actually be pretty nice. We haven't seen any T2 land, it seems. All the gunships somehow got sniped. I mean, Thomas sacrificed a lot of air to do that, but he sacrificed it over his own stuff, so he's going to get the reclaim. And he saved one T2 mechs and one that was upgrading. So maybe not the worst trade there. I think that was pretty good to kill all those gunships. Thomas with a lot of T1 Navy as well as that T2 Navy. Oh, T3 Air. That's the plan for Turin. He's all in the air. No other Navy really. He had this is almost all of his production for the entire game. And now it is going down. He has one factory here. One factory here. So T3 Air is here. For Turin, what unit is he going to be making? Well, we have a strap bomber, of course. Well, what comes after? Enough ASF to defend it, and then maybe, well, all these support factories can be put to use making torp bombers, and that's exactly what they're doing. And that's what's needed. And I think it also might be time to I mean, he's gonna need Navy, isn't he? At some point. Thomas has reached T3 Air, and he has just started his T3 P-Gen. If this strap bomber comes in, kills the power, for example, this can be ground fired in between, might be able to ground fire in between these two as well. Oh, there's already an ASF out without any... Oh, it's just saved, just barely. Or is it? Oh yeah, it is. It is. Oof. Okay, here comes the strap bomber into the base. That one ASF nearly did it for Thomas. That was so close. It was a good move. Oh, he only killed one T2 P-Gen with that, and this T3 P-Gen is very close to being finished. Now we have the ground fire in between these two. Goodbye. He needs to kill the T3 P-Gen. Where is... See, now this would show the advantage of having the T2 Naval HQ right in your base, because then the cruisers would be already in the perfect position. We need 2 more drops on this P-Gen. One will bring it down to, what, 100 HP? Oh, a second strat comes in. And he didn't kill the P-Gen. What did he bomb there? He bombed the SAM launcher. And he lost one of the strats. Hover bomb on this Aeon strat. Oh, he fucking nailed it. Easy peasy for Turin. And now we still have this full HP strap bomber, and there goes the T2 P-Gen. Is there more power anywhere else on the map? Thomas on less than 1,000 power. But look at where Turin is suffering. T2 Mex is going down in his main expansion over here. Mex is going down. Well, there's so much T1 Navy. And now actually he's flying directly over 2 cruisers. Oh no. Oh, another strat lands right in this T3 P-Gen. He's really trying to deny power, but he's wasting all of his air. He hasn't realized. He has not realized, and he's actually lost all of his air there to those 2 cruisers. Look at the damage they've done. Oof. And all of this T1 Navy is coming towards Torrent's main base, and his T3 Air HQ is so close to the water. Oh, fuck. This looks bad. This is not a good look for Torrent. He has a T3 sonar for some reason, just so he can see all of the things that he can't kill. Oh god. He's not really gonna lose all his shit to frigates. Oh, nice overcharge. 2 frigates go down to this unupgraded ACU. There are torp bombers here. Oh, T2 PGen goes down. Another T2 PGen is about to go down. The frigates are definitely gonna die though. I don't think they'll be able to kill that much else. T1 PGen's dying. Oh, brutal overcharge. That was like at least 3 there. And another. Nasty. Look at this. Almost on 3 vets already just from farming frigates with an unupgraded ACU. That's just ridiculous. This island has lost a lot of its value. Actually, look at all of these dead T2 mexes. Cruisers, I think, must have been involved in that one. Look at all these dead T2 mexes. That's nasty. Thomas still on 800 power. Oh, he went straight for the T3 PGen. He's still investing in that T3 PGen. That's probably an error. I think he had to go for a T2 PGen before that. I don't know how long he's been stalling about 1,000 power. Now we can see his income has gone way up, way past Torrent. But he was on 50 income for a long time. But now, oh, yeah, he can't really afford to be doing this either. Still even on mass income when he does that though. Look at all the torp bombers doing amazing work. And we do have T2 Navy finally. The problem for Torrent is his map control though. He's lost, oh look, he's lost this as well. He's lost both of these. He definitely is not getting naval reclaim. He might get some of this. But if we look at reclaim counts overall, oh, Thomas is so far ahead. So far ahead. The torp bombers can't do much else but defend, I would say. This strap bomber might be able to do some damage. Actually, we have somehow 2 gunships here in the main island. Oh, there's... Wait, why are they... Oh, he didn't recognize that these are upgrading. You can see the dual health bars. He could very quickly do a lot of damage if he could have killed both of those, maybe. As it is, they're going to upgrade to T2, get a lot of health. Oh, and here come the cruisers to the main base. There's 4 of them. The T2 HQ is going down. I think this is doomed. He does have a very nice sub-hunter. Oh my god, he actually killed all the cruisers. Well, there's 1 left, and that's going to die to the submarine, but he also has to deal with frigates attacking his T3 Air HQ and Zuis. There's too many threats to deal with. He's trying to make more build power, but he's even going to lose those factories to the Zuis. Oh, the T3 PGen is going down, and it's going to do a lot of damage to his ACU as well. The T3 Air HQ now goes down, and this looks just about over. There's a rogue strap bomber doing some damage, but that's not really going to matter, is it? Well, he dealt with the cruisers, but he did not deal with the Zuis and the frigates. Oh, that's nasty. Have you ever lost your T3 Air HQ to frigates? I know I haven't. But I haven't played this map very much. Thomas claiming T3 Air is useless. Well, I think it's more... Navy is pretty good, and Turin had 0 of that on a map that's... looks like 90% water. Well played, Thomas and Turin. The reclaim definitely helped. I think it's just another example of Navy is greater than air. It's very difficult to play with no Navy and just use air on maps such as these. Well, people keep trying and sometimes they succeed. But yeah, didn't work versus Thomas this time. Well played. GG, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon for another cast.